I never expected to run into Representative Gabe of all people. All things considered, he may be still better off than some of the other former Diet members. Agreed, the ones who ended up getting arrested in the wake of the Kult incidents have it way worse. I'd say they got what they deserve, but good luck convincing them of that. The big takeaway here is that your past misdeeds will always come back to haunt you. That's just the way this world works. Still, I'm sure he can turn his luck around if he works hard and mends his old ways. So I have hope that Mr. Gabe and all the other ex-representatives can be reformed and find peace. Hopefully Ernest can do the same too one day. Our leader isn't just fearless, he's also compassionate. On that note, why don't we grab some drinks at Trinity? We could use a few after all the talking. We're still on duty, you know. Anyway, that takes care of everything that we needed to check on downtown. I think we just about wrapped up our investigation, in fact. Let's head back to the Civic Center and give our report. Yep. Hello everyone, how goes your investigation of the suspicious addresses? It's all finished actually, we're here to give you our report. Oh my, you all did a wonderful job. Interesting. 3 Calvadians moved into the residential district, while a group of Erebonians moved into East Street. As for the downtown district, what's this? Is something wrong? Not at all. I just wasn't expecting to see Mr. Gable's name here. I have mixed feelings about it, given how often I used to see him in this building before he fell out of favor. It's strange, despite his corruption and everything that happened with the Imperial faction, I just can't bring myself to hide him. I know exactly how you feel. He seemed like a more straightforward person than most, at least for better or worse. If any man were half as wholesome as his taste in literature, maybe then he'd be better liked. I suppose they can't disagree. In any case, I believe this wraps up your investigation, SSS. The next step is for Residential Affairs to file the paperwork and sort everything out. Thank you for all your help today. You're welcome, we're always happy to be of service. Please let us know if there's ever anything else we can assist with. Genau. Kriegen wir jetzt einen Anruf kriegen?
Hi. 特務支援課ロイド・バニングスです。
どうもロイドさん、雨の中ご苦労様です。
ああ、フランか。どうしたんだ？緊急要請でも入ったか？
それがマイツのリクセン町長を覚えてらっしゃいますか？
ああ、もちろん。ひょっとして鉱山町で何かあったのか？
それが鉱山に魔獣が現れたらしくって。あ、と言っても町から少し離れた場所にある旧鉱山らしいんですけど。
そんな場所なら魔獣が現れてもおかしくはないと思うけど。
はい、工員の方たちが被害に遭ったわけじゃなさそうです。ただ内部がどうもおかしなことになっちゃっているみたいで、念のため調べてもらえないかということでした。
おかしなこと？ちょっと要領を得ないな。わかった。市内の緊急要請は片付けたし、これからマインツに向かうよ。
はい、お願いします。あ、ついでにお伝えしますが、先ほどマインツ参道方面に余裕があったら対応してみてください。
そうか。
それとクロスベル市と違って参道方面は晴れているみたいです。せっかくだから動力車で行ってみたらどうですか？
そうなのか。わかった。ありがとうフラン。何かあったらまた連絡してくれ。
はい、それでは失礼します。
フランからみたいですね。マインツ方面で何かあったみたいだけど。
ああ、旧鉱山というところで妙なことが起きたらしい。市内の支援要請も片付けたし、準備ができたら行ってみよう。あ、山道方面は晴れているそうだから車で行ってもいいかもしれないな。
了解、リーダー。
もし車で鉱山町に行くなら支援課の裏口に行きましょう。
Nah, we're walking. And before that... I see. That's certainly an interesting way to put it. Well, if it isn't Lloyd and Company. Who is this, Uncle Miles? Ah, yes, I'd like you to meet Mr. Nielsen. He's an international journalist of incredible renown. Nielsen is a special support section everyone in the city's been going on about. Nice to meet you, my name's Lloyd Bannings. I assist the SSS, and if you're Lloyd, that would make you its leader, right? You have a very clean, crisp voice, if you don't mind me saying. Pardon my asking, what would you happen to be? Blind? That's correct. I lost my vision in an accident many years ago. There you are, Director. Your break has been over for ages. I found us misses you, you know. Whoopsie daisy, seems I got a bit too wrapped up in our conversation. You have to excuse me, duty calls as they say. Of course, why don't we catch up and exchange notes again sometime soon? Sure thing, drop by whenever you like. Looks like you're up, Lloyd. Take care. Oh, sure. What did he mean by... Please allow me to introduce myself again. I'm Nielsen, a freelance journalist. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Same here, nice to meet you. Nielsen, where have I heard that name before? Truth be told, I've been greatly looking forward to meeting you with the special support section. It's an honor. I'll be frank, I'd like to submit a support request of sorts. Would you be willing to help me out? Sure, how can we help? The thing is, I'm currently conducting an investigation into the Kult incident from the past spring. However, there are still several elements of the case that remain unclear to me. So, whom better to consult than a team that played a pivotal role in solving that very crisis? You want to interview us about the Kult incident? It sounds like you already know a thing or two about it. What should we do, Lloyd? Given the sensitive nature of the topic, we have to be very careful about what we reveal. You're right. But on the other hand, going through with this interview might help refresh our minds on what actually happened. Cooperate. Well, if you insist, alright, we agree to an interview. However, say no more. I know there are things that one in your position shouldn't reveal. You are free to decline as many questions as you wish. Also, I think it would be best to consider anything we discussed today strictly off the record. Got it. Thanks for understanding. One thing though, we should behold it. I don't think it here could pose a problem. In that case, how about the seating area upstairs? It's relatively secluded and we'll know if anyone's nearby. I think it's the perfect spot. Sounds like a good idea to me. Let's head on over. Thank you for agreeing to this interview. First, let us begin by laying out the context behind the incident. It began with the DJ cult, whose creed called for rejecting atheists in favor of worshipping devils. Over 10 years ago, they committed a series of child abductions all over the continent. I would like to review the manner on which those kidnappings were resolved 6 years ago. At the time, a large-scale operation was conducted to expose and exterminate the cult's lodges across the continent. Can you tell me the forces responsible for carrying out that operation? Yes, it was the National Military and Police Forces and the Bracelet branches across the Muria. All of the above. And joint effort between multiple national militaries, police forces and Bracelet branches, right? Correct, due to the scale of the abductions, an international task force was assembled to carry out the investigation. Precisely, and leading that task force as its commander was Cassius Bright of the Bracelet too. May I interrupt for a moment? When you say Cassius Bright, you mean the Brigadier General Bright, commander of the Royal Rebellion Army? Precisely. He retired from active duty and spent around 10 years as a bracer. He only rejoined the army 2 years ago. That's quite a career trajectory. Maybe so, but there's something else that caught my attention. The name Bright. I didn't consider until now, but could there be any relation? Yeah, I confirmed while reviewing documents during my training with the 1st Division. Cassius Bright is Estelle Bright's father, and Joshua is his adopted son. I knew it. That's some coincidence. I thought there was something special about her doing a little foot race. Little I know she was born to fame. So you know the daughter of Brigadier General Bright, do you? I'm well acquainted with her exploits from her work, but personally not so much. It's kind of a long story, but we got to know a little bit earlier this year. That's neither here nor there, though. My apologies for getting us off the topic. Please continue. Very well, then. 6 years ago, the suppression operation was carried out under command of Cassius Bright of the Bracer Guild. The operation was believed to have wiped out as much as 90% of the cult's influence. Among the participants was a certain promising squad from the Cross Police Department led by one Sergei Lu. The same Sergei Lu who served as a section chief of the SSS today. He and his 2 subordinates carried the flag of the CPD for that operation. Said subordinates would be none other than Arius McLean and Gaius Bennings, the other brother of Lloyd Bennings. Looks like you've done your homework. You even know the connection between me and Guy. Even among the police, there are only a select few who have this much information. When you've done this for as long as I have, you develop a reliable network of sources. Guy Bennings himself used to be one of them, in fact. He was? Yes, Guy lent me his aid time and time again prior to his passing. But I digress. There was also another cross-bound who played a role in the Kult investigation. It would be Ian Grimwood, a lawyer and civilian advisor. Even then, Mr. Grimwood was well known and respected for his expertise in civil rights. I'm told he even contributed to gathering intelligence on the abductees. I do recall him telling us about how he assisted with the investigation. So that's the role he played. I've also heard that both the church and a mysterious organization made covert intervention down the line. Because of them, whatever influenced the cult returned after suppression quickly vanished. The church. Is that what Father Kevin was referring to back at the altar lodge? A mysterious organization is likely the society we learned about. Both of them sure like to remain on the slide, don't they? Nevertheless, the cult activists should have concluded years ago. And yet several months ago, it became evident that remnants of the cult were still alive and well. I know you're all too aware of who I'm referring to. Of course, Joachim Günther, one of the surviving members, finally crawled out of the woodwork. Precisely. He clearly had knowledge of the cult's inner workings well before the incidents. In the end, however, did Joachim Günther serve as the leader? No, he was a high priest. No, he wasn't. He was a high priest within the cult. That's right, he said as much himself. Yeah, but he also seemed to have a knack for research. It sounded like he supervised a bunch of experiments. I think that's what led to his familiarity with the cult's inner working. A reasonable theory. It was the position which allowed him to advance his research through the rituals they conducted around the continent. And after successfully evaded their separation about 6 years ago, he went into hiding. Upon learning of former Speaker Harkman's weakness for a facility called Paradise, he was able to take refuge in Crossbow. Finally, he perfected a drug bearing the name of a true wisdom, Gnosis. I'm unclear on the specifics, but my understanding is that he produced it to fulfill the cult's ambition. That's right, the cult's ambition. He said the goal was to make Kia into the true god. Yeah, he also claimed he could perceive things by under the influence of red Gnosis. But in the end, we didn't get an opportunity to question him for all of the details. As always, there are unanswered questions, but I do believe we outlined most of the particulars behind the incident. So I'd like to finish by reflecting on the DG cult's origins. Would it be alright with you? The cult's origins. Yes, would you happen to know how long the cult dates back? 500 years ago. The cult traces back over 500 years ago to Crossbill Middle Ages. And what makes you say that? Well, I heard it from Joachim himself. He told us the powerful alchemists used to roam this land 500 years ago. According to him, the cult had been making use of the technology ever since. Though, of course, anything about the history prior to that is pretty unclear. I see. To think Joachim Günther was really revealing so much. Yes, alchemists once lived in these lands, the very same ones who built Stargazer's Tower. It's amazing to think that the knowledge, which before was merely legend, would be corroborated in such a sinister way. It's certainly surprising. Yes, and on that note, do you suppose this means that the little girl Alfie took in is also 500 years old? Just how much do you know about the incident? My apologies, the remark was uncouth of me. It was merely a ludicrous notion that I arrived by combining our respective pools of information. I swear by the goddess that I wouldn't print on such a thing, so please be at ease. Right. And with that, I believe our interview has come to an end. Thank you very much for your cooperation today. The whole experience was very enlightening indeed. Not at all, it was helpful for us as well. I believe it's time for me to be heading to my next appointment. If you excuse me then? Perhaps we can do this again in the future should the opportunity arise. For a blind man, he sure walks with a spring in his step. There really is something about him, isn't there? Yeah, he's full of surprises in more ways than one. But he did give his word about Kia, so let's hope you can trust him. Right. What's up, Ellie? It finally hit me why his name sounded familiar. That man just now was Marshall Nielsen. He's a correspondent journalist who won the Pulitzer Prize about 10 years ago. Wow, I even heard of the Pulitzer Prize. Yeah, an international award given to the most outstanding journalists each year. It explains how he was so insightful. Wait, if he's from Crossbill, what does that mean? Yes, he once worked as a correspondent for the Crossbill News Service. He was awarded a Pulitzer Prize for his coverage of a war, the very same one that robbed him of his vision. Since then, he continued covering news all over the continent as a freelancer for several publications. Mr. Nielsen is distinguished among even the best journalists. He's that talented. Really now, who would have guessed we were being interviewed by a celebrity? Marshall Nielsen. We should speak with him again sometime if we get a chance. Yeah, und die Leute glauben, ist der Angus, der erste Angus. Weil die im Japanischen dasselbe Synchronstimme haben. So. Jawohl, und dann müsst ihr jetzt genau 2 Bonuspunkte haben. Information Quartz. Er hat auch 2 Punkte. Ordnungsquartz. Yeah, but I still need to analyze. Seal dann. Du hast... Shield, you need healing. Jetzt gebe ich Mute. Genau. So, dann fangen wir mit Fischen oder Kochen. Noch ein paar Minuten. Speichern zumindest mal. You know what?
Yosh!
なんとかなりそうかな。え、何これ。
Why did you get a scorched fried? Why? We had the best. Ich könnte auch die ganzen Dinge kaufen. What are the what are those rules? Ja, you know what? Ich werde mal die Dinger dann kaufen. Fischen. Zuerst Fighter. West Crossbar Highway. Can't. Gut, dann gehen wir eben Dinger kaufen. West Street by Tallies. And now I don't have any much left. Wurscht. Wir machen die Zeit jetzt noch voll mit Kochen.
Ja!
なんとかなりそうか
Was
な。
gut nicht funktioniert hat.
やったー、美味しくでき
Thank
た。
you. Remember, always save.
Ja!
なんとかなりそうかな。え、何これ。
God damn it. Ich kann eh nur noch das Sandwich machen.
Yosh!
なんとかなりそうかな。上出来か
I
な。
don't need a fresh sandwich. I need the best sandwich there is. Don't save. I load. I do not want to save.
Ja!
なんとかなり
Versuch
そう
noch
か
einmal,
な。
ansonsten gehen wir trotzdem.
何これ。
Nope. Gut, dann gehen wir zum West Crossbar Highway. Nicht West Crossbar Highway. Mines Mountain Path. We're going on foot. Genau. Ich habe leider keine. Muss ich selber schauen nach der Schatztruhe.
みんなチャンスよ。
了解 よしエニグマ駆動
No, I don't want you to kill any one of them.
やっ。
やっ行くよせい
はい。は
行くぞ
No. Analyze. Alter.
はあやっ
え、はい。
じゃあ
僕の番やっ
やー。
番だな。
さてと
Sehr schön.
やれやれ。アディオス。
Ich wollte ja schauen, ob ich das noch angenommen habe. Okay, ist automatisch. Ja gut, aber hier würde ich sagen, war es das heute mit Let's Play The Legend of Heroes Trails from Zero. Und wir sehen uns dann das nächste Mal. Bis dann, Leute. Ciao.